روى الإمام الترمذي في سننه وأحمد في مسنده وغيرهم من حديث أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أنه قال: وقف رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم على قوم جلوس. الإمام الترمذي narrated in his Sunan, as well as Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in his Musnad and others, on the authority of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, who said, one day Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam stopped at some people who were gathered together. Then he said to them, ألا أخبركم بخيركم من شركم? Should I tell you about the best amongst you and the worst ones? He didn't answer. Then he repeated that 3 times. Should I tell you about the best amongst you and the worst? Then one of them said, بلى يا رسول الله أخبرنا عن خيرنا من شرنا. Yes, tell us about the best and the worst amongst us. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, خيركم من يرجى خيره وشركم من لا يرجى خيره ولا يؤمن شره. The best amongst you is the one who is expected to do good to others, and the worst amongst you is the one who is not expected to do good to others, and even his evil is not secured. You are not secured with him. This hadith answers a very important question that me and you could ask, whether I am a good person or not. Some people say that, some others say not. Some people praise me, some others dispraise. How can I know? Rasulullah said, if you are good to others, if you do good to others, and this is one of your merits, you are expected to be a good person, as Rasulullah said. If people complain from you, they feel they are not secured, you are not the right person. You need to improve, to fix the defects. How can I know that? How can I do that? Try to learn from others. Put the manners of others in front of you like a mirror, in which you see the good aspects and the bad ones. If you admire some certain manners from others, try to practice it. If you see some person or someone doing something bad that you didn't like, avoid it. They asked the man, من أين تعلمت الأدب? A polite person, good person, they asked him, well-mannered person. They asked him, where did you learn these good manners? He said, من قليل الأدب, from the bad people. How? He said, I kept following up the bad things they're doing to avoid. Then I did my best to be good person. That's why you see him good person. Imagine yourself in a situation where you needed some help. You are somewhere away from your house, away from your city, and you stuck with your car or got an accident in your car, or lost your wallet and you need money, or you need any kind of help. Then you need someone to help you. You got your phone, start to check your contacts, then you pass by some names, skip him, skip the other one, skip this. Yes, they are friends, but you're skipping their names. Why did you skip this one? Because if I ask him for help, he will make fun of me. That's what he'll do with me. The other one, if I call him, he will spread the news amongst my friends and keep laughing at me as well. The third one, he never helps anybody. The fourth one, then you come by some names, you know this person is the right one to call right now. He always helping me. I'll contact him. Brother, I need your help, you'll find him. Remember those names? While you have like 1,000 contacts or like 500 or so. And remember who's the good person to depend on, and expect that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may be loving this person to be chosen to help others. And the other ones whom people avoid, he doesn't want to tell him anything, he needs advice. He's in financial crisis or so, but he couldn't ask this person, while other people think that he's, mashallah, the closest one to him. But in fact, he's not. In the time of hardship, you can recognize the reality. Who is most beneficial and who is not. Who is good to others and who is not. Who is pretending and who is in reality acting. This is the way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to teach the Sahaba how to be good people. The more you have faith in your heart, the more the iman increases in your heart, you'll be the person who is expected to be good to others. And the less iman you have, the lower level of iman you got in your heart, you're expected to be the other person. Look at the life of tabi'een, those generations after the Sahaba. One of the righteous people was named Ibrahim ibn Adham. Ibrahim ibn Adham one day and bleeded his head. Guess what he did? He said, "Oh Allah, I ask you to give him Jannah." People got astonished. Make dua for him. He said, "I thought of it. I recognized that I got a reward because of this man. So I didn't like to get a reward because of him, then I give him a punishment or make dua against him that he gets a sin because of me. So I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward him instead." Allahu Akbar. Look at the way they think. They think of the jaza, the reward and the punishment. Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad, they came to him and say, "Ya Imam, إن أناسا يقعون في عرضك." Some people say bad things about you. He said, "Wallahi, I'll take the revenge from the one who commanded him." Who is the one who commanded him? Iblis. I'll make some things that would bother Iblis, the shaitan. What did he do? He raised his hand and said, "Ya Rabbi, in kana sadiqan faghfir li, wa in kana kadiban faghfir lah." Allah, this brother, what he said, if this is the truth, I'm a bad person, so forgive me. And if he doesn't tell the truth, what he said was wrong, forgive him. At the way they used to treat each other. They didn't open the gap for the shaitan to whisper. He knows that the one who said something about me and I kept patient and will get the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he deserves nothing but to reward him. Al-Hasan al-Basri, they told him about someone who backbites you, ya Imam. He brought a plate of grapes or some fruits and said, "Send it to him. I want to give him a gift." And tell him, Al-Hasan al-Basri heard that you are backbiting him, giving him from your hasanat. So here is the gift. I can't do anything to say thank you to you when you give me from your good deeds. Would you think that the other one will keep doing the evil again towards Al-Hasan? No. This is what Rasulullah ﷺ used to teach the Sahaba, how to be generous. One day, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated, they were on travel with Rasulullah ﷺ, then came a man on his right, looking around right and left, and the Rasulullah ﷺ said, من كان له فضل راحلة فليجد به على من لا فضل له على من لا راحلة له أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. He said, whosoever has extra ride that he doesn't need, let him give it to the one who needs it. Whosoever have extra food that he doesn't need, let him give it to the one who needs it. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri said, and he kept mentioning many things until we thought that we should not, we do not have the right to save anything after we got what we need. You have to give. Do not have extra while others are in need. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Ma min Muslimin," for any Muslim who plants any plant, then comes a human being to eat from it, it would be sadaqah for him. A bird to eat from it, it would be sadaqah for him. Imagine, every good deed you start and any person gets benefit from it, it will be added to your records. أحب الناس إلى الله, Rasulullah said, the most beloved one to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أنفعهم للناس, those who are beneficial to others. And the best ibadah you would do, surur, a pleasure that you bring to a believer. You may pay off his debt, feed him if he's hungry, and keep mentioning many good deeds, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So you can do a lot. You can do a lot of good deeds. Abdullah ibn Umar narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إن لله تعالى أقواما اختصهم بالنعم لمنافع العباد. There are some people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them the graces for the reason of benefiting others, giving others from it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showered them with the graces to give for others. This is the reason why Allah gives them. إن لله تعالى أقواما يختصهم بالنعم لمنافع العباد, to benefit others. Once they give from it, Allah will keep it for them, will protect it for them. And once they stop giving, Allah takes it away from them for other people who will act in it the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. You should know that the rizq you have in your hand, it couldn't be your rizq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just give it to you to deliver it to others. You're just holding it for a while. But in reality, that was for others. If you're honest and you give it to them, Allah will give you more. If you take it for yourself and go greedy with that, it's expected to have loss. May Allah protect all of us from the loss. This hadith also, where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, the best amongst you are the ones who are good to others, or the ones whom others expect good from them. And the worst amongst you are the ones who are not expected to do good to others, who are those people feel not secured with them. This hadith teaches us, or good answer for those people who says, let's keep away from the dunya. We'll not think of making any money. Allah says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, so keep me worshipping Allah and that's it. No, that's misunderstanding. The best ibadah, the best act of worship is the act of worship when you benefit others. Tell me, if you keep praying all the night, what the benefit other Muslims would get from you? What the benefit the needy would get from you? If you fast the entire month, the entire year, there's a benefit for yourself, for one person. When you give, when you help, when you support, you'll feel the difference. On the other hand, sharrun nas, the worst one, Who is the worst one? The one from his evil people are not secured. Rasul says in the hadith, إن شر الناس منزلة يوم القيامة. The people of the worst place on the day of judgment. من تركه الناس اتقاء فحشه is the one whom people avoid because of his evil, his bad person. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants to treat or deal with him. Because every time they had bad experience with him. So they avoid this person. In the other hadith, the Nabi ﷺ says, لا يدخل الجنة. He will never be admitted to Jannah. Who is that, Ya Rasulullah? من لا يأمن جاره بوائقه. The one whose neighbor is not secured from his evil. His neighbor is not secured with him. How? He tells others about his secrets, for example, or private matters. One day, the neighbor of s.a.w, he intended to sell his house because he passed by like financial crisis or so. Then the buyer came and said to him, it's only worth like 50 dirhams. He said, and how much you're gonna pay for the neighborhood of s.a.w? He said, man, I'm just buying the house. Who told you I'm gonna buy the neighborhood? Who is that s.a.w? We never heard about somebody buying the neighborhood. He said, s.a.w الذي إذا رأك رحب بك. The man, whenever he sees you, smiles at you and welcomes you. وإذا دخلت عليه أوسع لك. He honors you when you visit him. When you talk to him, he listens to you. When you call him, you'll find him at once responding to you. When you get sick, he visits and keeps visiting you until you get recovered. When he doesn't see you, he keeps asking about you. And when you go poor, he will make you rich again. Then s.a.w, he heard about that. Then he bought his house with 100 dinars and paid it to him. And he said to him, keep in your house, it's yours. He gifted it back to him and said, a sincere neighbor like you, it will be a big loss for us to miss him. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه.